Doing awesome.
So
Right.
I want to just jump right into this one because this is like I'm gonna ask a question. How many proms did y'all go to?
Two.
3.
Two. No, I only went to 2.
I went to 3. Yeah. I love going to a prom.
But one was in a working capacity.
What that mean?
Okay, you ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Okay. So my 10th grade year, I was chosen. They had a prom at a site. And so what they did with the honor students of the year of the junior senior prom, the 10th grade honor students, they get to be a server or a waiter of
that's
the
nice.
prom. So that was it's kind of like an honor. You just really didn't do anything. You hand them their drinks or whatever. So they had it at a club. And so I remember going, this boy picked me up. He was a waiter as well. He picked me up. And so I got to experience to see what the junior and seniors, how their prom was as a 10th grader. So, and the thing about it, at the very end, I called myself dancing, and the person who was in charge was like, "You can't dance because you are a waiter. You still the waiter at the end of the day, so you can't dance." And I was like, "Oh,
You in the service?
I'll never get that." That was Mr. Dunn. He was in charge. He was one of the advisors for the year.
Oh,
He was
wow.
actually my science teacher too. He's like, you can't dance. No dancing, no fraternizing. Waiter. You'll just wait. Waiter. But that was fun. And I had a cute little dress on and everything. So that's the first experience.
I don't know if y'all saw the picture of when I went on this guy's prom, right? He was actually my boyfriend. And he was older than me. I think I was in the 10th grade, he was in the 12th. And I just remember that I was wearing like, this real hoop dress, and I look at it now like, oh Lord. But you could tell me that I wasn't the princess of the ball. You know what I mean? It was so, it was like a whole, I don't know what people do today that, oh, and let me rephrase that.
You see them dresses?
Huh?
You see them dresses they got on today. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know how that kind of got disconnected, but I enjoyed looking like a princess. I did. You know what I mean? Um, and that whole day, it was like, okay, you got your hair done, your little nails done. It wasn't no long nails. It was like you got your nails polished. You got somebody who thought they knew how to do makeup and, put that heavy eyeshadow on you looking crazy, but you still had a little lip gloss, and you look pretty. You know what I mean? You look pretty. Um, and it was a whole, ritual building up to the prom. Do that happen today?
I think so, but different. Because I see more boys, well, the girls still get into it, but I see a lot of guys really go all out for the prom and making sure that, I mean,
they're matching.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Did y'all
They're
ever see
very
the one?
stylish.
It was here. This was here in Philadelphia. Did y'all ever see the one where the mom had the camel and all that stuff for the prom, and put sand outside on the street like they was in Dubai somewhere? And oh my God! One day I'm going to.
It's very extravagant. What they do, I haven't seen that, but it's very, very extravagant. They really go all out with the
I'm talking
cars.
about that's thousands and thousands of dollars. What she did, and unfortunately, like after it, she was arrested for like tax evasion.
What?
I know. I hate to put the spin on it, but I can tell you she had to spend every bit of 50,000 or more.
For a prom?
So my thing was, what you gonna do for the wedding? Because when I tell you, sand in the street, camels, real camels coming down the street with other people on the camel like they was royalty.
Oh God.
Yeah, the whole backdrop, the whole nine. Oh my, I couldn't believe it. She played a pretty penny. And it was on the news that it was so extravagant. And the newscaster was asking, like, well, what, how did your daughter go up from, because it was her daughter, go up from here? He was like, I just want the best for my daughter. Is that the best, or that's just somebody living vicariously? Because to me,
I don't found it on the internet.
you found it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. But you see it, Celeste. You see how
$20,000 she spent.
man for the prom.
Wow, that much?
Mm-hmm.
I remember my mom spent $59 on my dress when I went with Steve, and I was like, and I thought that dress was the best dress in the world until my prom came up. Then I had a more fitting type of dress for my prom, but and my grandma bought that dress. But you know,
Well,
if
I'm
you
gonna
got
tell
over
you,
200, you was doing real good.
That's a lot.
boutique, the quality shop when I did officially go to the prom.
Mhm.
And but I could and you know, it was for that time. But I tell you, looking back, oh, I I I don't like the style. I mean, for that time, with the crinoline all under it and the
That's what I had,
blue
the
thing, and
Kremlin
it was
skirt under
white,
it.
and
Mhm.
it was pretty. But I just saw a younger cousin of mine. She had well, I've been looking at several girls that I know parents have daughters with proms, and they just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm not talking about cut out here and ratchet. I'm talking about just beautiful, beautiful
Mhm.
gowns. And I was like, oh, I wish that was the style back in my time. And
Mhm.
they look very elegant. So I think elegance is coming back, because I know one time it was really
Shit.
short and really cut out and really whatever. But now I'm noticing that the trend, at least this year, from what I have seen,
You're
has been
right.
back to elegance.
Yeah, this year
But
I
colorful, beautiful, colorful gown.
beautiful, beautiful,
Beautiful.
and look like they are just being just very elegant young ladies, and you know what I mean. The guys have on nice suits. It's like, cause I'm gonna tell you, I'm just not a fan of them little short pants on them girl boys. That's not, you know, it was. I just didn't like that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, what
That's
you,
the style now.
yeah, but like okay,
And
y'all
you
do
show
know
your
the
shoes,
style.
or
The
you wear
style.
sneakers where you show your shoes. That's okay.
I don't know. I mean, when you already built a little awkward because you're still growing, you know what I mean? Every new style ain't for everybody. You know what I
Well,
mean? So
this is true.
yeah,
But
put
what I've seen from the guys, they've been looking really, really dapper.
they have
Really cute.
nice haircuts and they look, you know what I mean? If they got dressed, they cleaned up, you know what I mean? I think it's a very exciting time. I'm glad I feel like it's going back to that because I remember I know y'all seen this when they used to be like worst prom on the internet every year, and they would just have pictures of people. And you'd be like, how did their parents let them out the house like that? Like somebody
Yeah.
look like they got a bikini on, and you know, whew, Lord. But yeah, I just think that now I think they put more money in it compared to what when
Yeah.
we, you know, it's more of a ritual with them than really with us. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't think they just go out and get limousines anymore. I see Rolls Royces
No,
and all kinds of
no,
stuff.
we just a nice car that was clean,
Yeah,
nice, and
your parent car.
yeah, the parent car. But now, yeah, they renting cars now,
Renting
or,
cars and stuff. And
or getting the limos or the helicopters or the whatever.
yeah, I
Yeah.
used to work at a rental car company when I was in college, like first year, freshman year in college. And every year around prom time, it used to be they used to be coming in renting them Lincoln Town cars and stuff. Remember when the Lincoln Town cars was like really boxy? They would
Mhm.
rent them, and that Sunday or Monday when they bring them back, somebody always gonna bring something back tore up. You know what I mean? All
Oh,
kinds of stuff going on. But so what do you think changed that made them go back to kind of getting in a more of a um I'm gonna say more classy than because y'all know that fell off. That did fall off. Now what I feel like they're getting back into a more classy. They spend a lot of money, but it still looks very classy. These young ladies and men.
maybe social media is what's different because now we got to show it on social media, and now everybody's got to top everybody else's. And
That's a good point. Because
Mm-hmm.
now you can't hide that. Because if you look a ratchet mess, then you ain't got to worry about that because they don't care if they know you or not. Somebody gonna come out from
Oh
somewhere
yeah,
and say something.
that is so true, Celeste.
That
That's
is a
true.
really good point. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
a good point. Because
All
now
about
it's
the
a stage
picture.
for everybody. You see what I'm saying? Everybody can see what you out here looking like. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a good point. I think that's probably what
So
the cause.
and I guess it helped that they always highlight the bad ones that dress bad. So I guess you don't want to get caught on that show.
But you know what I want to hear? I want to hear Celeste's prom.
So I was quiet because in high school, I was also one of those I was the senior president. So I didn't really get a chance to enjoy the prom. I was off limits because nobody wanted to date the senior president. You know, everybody was kind of like weird about that. And I had a boyfriend. So that was weird. I went to the junior year prom with a guy. I was in 11th grade. He was in the 12th grade. I went to that. I do remember that. I remember being very plain, his suit being very plain, beige suit. My dress was beige with like a little pinkish something in it because then that was the colors. And I remember being awkward because I didn't have much experience. I remember him telling me my kissing skills was trash because he was the first one I kissed. I remember feeling really pressured. You know, I always remember all of the bad stuff. I know that sounds crazy, but I remember that song Last Chance for Romance.
Oh, Donna Summers, yeah.
And I remember dancing on that last dance with him and feeling awkward because he was so close. And so it was a pretty moment. It was lovely, but it was a lot of pressure. You know, I'm the church girl with this pressure, and it was a lot of pressure. Then I had to kiss him, and I really didn't want to kiss him, but I had to. And, you know, I felt like I had to because he was my date. And then he told me the next day that it was trash. It was just a lot.
Listen, Celeste. Well, how about being a daughter of a teacher that's in your high school?
Oh, no. Oh, God.
That was me. But guess what? I went junior year, I went with my boyfriend. Senior year, I went with a friend. We just like, if we don't have anybody, I mean, this is just literally a friend, like nothing. We were in honors club together, whatever. And he was like, we both said we was in a class together. It's like, well, if you don't have anybody date by that time, then we'll just go together. And that's what we did. We actually went together as friends and just was friends.
They do a lot of that now.
Nothing.
Of that.
That's something that's different too now. That a lot of people either are going just by themselves, you know what I mean? Kids are going, or a group of them are going just as a group, you know what I mean? That wasn't like that in my era at all. You know what I mean?
My other grandson, he took his brother.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some hot girls there. I'm bringing you with me. They bought a ticket and went together.
I mean, and you know, and I can respect that because at least they get to still have their experience. You see what I'm saying? And enjoy themselves. You know what I mean? I think that's okay. You know what I mean? Don't put that, like when you say that, I start having flashbacks to less about the pressure. You see what I'm saying? The pressure. I was like, my boyfriend was older than me. He was you know, super sweet and nice. You know what I mean? But he was older than me, and you know, so automatically, you know, that touching and fully kind of stuff is, you know, it's kind of to be expected. You know what I mean? So actually, he went to my prom too, and my prom he was already in college. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's where we started kind of going in different directions because, you know, now I think that he was, I ain't want to say nothing bad about him because he was a nice person, but I think that he was, you know, being exposed to more than what I was being exposed to still being in high school. You know what I mean?
Right.
And going to a Catholic girls' high school. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, that was like, okay. And I remember my dad was saying, you know, he gonna be doing whatever he want to. So I don't want you getting your feelings hurt. You know what I mean? He was just trying to tell me nicely. But I think that was like we kind of start turning a different corner because of that. But I did enjoy it because I could think back that I never really dressed up much, but because I wore a uniform all the time. So I really look forward, you know, to going and putting on a cute dress and things like that. So I enjoyed it. And then I had sisters and brothers, so I got to see them go before me because I'm the youngest. So I was really kind of hyped when my turn come. I'm gonna have this and this and this and that, which I didn't have, but I kind of psyched myself up. because seeing them go, but I think it's a rite of passage, and I hope that everyone gets to go on their prom. You know what I mean? Even if you don't have a boyfriend, go on your prom and have some fun. Yeah. So
I enjoyed the prom better with the youngest child graduate. We did the whole limo, the whole their parents, because she was the girl, the guy's parents came and brought him over, and we all stood outside and took pictures, and we cried. It was so emotional, and her dress was beautiful. We had gone to New York to get her dress, and it was fabulous, and it was fun to me. I had more fun than she did. I'm sure.
well, Keisha remembers this. So my kids graduated together.
Mm-hmm.
So they went on their prom together.
That's
One was
right.
happy and one was mad, you know. And I can understand because Joey was like, this should be for just for me. And it's my time. But Jose got put up. So it's not gonna be fair if he don't go. You know what I mean? He gotta go to his prom. And they look very nice. You know what I mean? They look very nice. But still to
I
this
think,
day, they keep saying to me, you should have just kept Jose home because it was supposed to be my time. Like, girl,
no,
bye. Yeah.
no, yeah, no.
Yeah, so yeah, good episode. And I just want to say this in closing, my final remark. Everybody who's going on their prom this year, enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Because when you get out of high school and get into the adult world, you want to have good memories of these things that you do now. So use it for what it is, enjoy it for what it is, and be safe. That's my final remark.
Yeah, my final remarks, I'm like you, Kim, just have fun because you only go this way once. So if
One,
you have that opportunity, go just live in that moment, have fun. And I'm like you, be safe.
be
Be
safe.
safe.
Yeah, so all of the things you guys said, but I want to caution everybody: express yourself like you want to.
Mhm.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about what everybody else thinks. Okay, keep it classy, but definitely do what you think. Forget social media and what everybody else thinks, because that is a memory. Like we look back at our dresses, going like, God, why did I wear that? Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
make sure to express how you are right now, how you feel right now.
And I'll tell you this, sometimes it's all right to keep stuff off of social media.
Mm-hmm.
Share with your
Hmm.
friends and family. Send it in a text. Sometimes it's okay to keep your stuff off of social media because that's the new pressure, y'all. You don't
Yes.
feel societal pressure. You see what I'm saying? So, all right, great episode, guys. So, joining me today is
It's your girl Celeste, and taking care of oneself is not selfish; it's necessary.
absolutely.
And it's your girl Keisha. Grow and learn in your own lane.
That's right. Don't be coming on my lane.
Bye
I'm your girl, Kimmy. Have a wonderful week on purpose, and we'll see you again next Wednesday. So, take care of yourself. Bye bye.